Okay, I figured I'd get a quick video of what I'm actually working on. It's a little bit too stormy out to be doing any work outside, so I figured I'd tackle this extra transaxle I have for my racing mower. It's a Peerless of some sort. If I remember, I will post some information in the description below of actually what it is, or maybe even in the title. But basically, the problem this one had two problems. The shifter here was stuck. It's since been fixed and remedied. And the bottom half of the case had some broken off bolts in it. Basically, these have the standard mounting locations right here and here, right here and here. That's where it would go at the back of the machine. Then you have front supports right here and right here, which I can show on this case right here. So right here, where our fingers are, and on this side, right here as well. The problem this original case had, the front two were completely snapped off. So really, by using it, you can still use it that way, but it's really, really weak. And the second problem it had, where the original brake was right here, it had one broken off bolt, but it was sticking out. It could have been removed, and one that was on the urge of stripping out. So really, it had some issues that, yes, they could have been repaired, but they would have been a pain in the butt, and potentially you would damage the case more by repairing it than it would be by doing what I did here. In this situation here, luckily I had a good parts transmission. It was actually the one that was originally in my Craftsman truck. I'll actually do a video on that at a later date, since it's a little on the stormy side outside right now, and I don't really want to haul it back inside. But anyways, it was a good case, top and bottom. So actually I still have a good top half if I do want to hold on to it. I may or may not. But the problem it did have, for one, it was locked, and two, everything, when you go to spin the input shaft, was really, really stiff. I don't know if I messed up something when I put it back together last time, or what the deal was. It still functioned, but everything was just very stiff on it. So really, I did not want to use that transmission. Also, on the gear shifter, it was the extended version that came down to, say, about here, and it was more set up for an MT, or sorry, set up for a Murray. This one here is set up for a Craftsman. As you can see, it just has a little stub shaft sticking out. That's the way you want it. Anyways, with this here, so this one here is more set up to use in the equipment I'm currently working on, the racing mower and any other machine, but this will be held on for the racing mower. This will not be going in anything else, since it is a direct replacement for what's actually in the racing mower. I believe it is a bit stronger transaxle, since it has more outer bolts right here and right here to actually hold the ends of the axles. You could also stick bolts in this location right here on both sides to actually squeeze the actual case together more if you wanted to, which I actually might end up doing on the actual racing mower, and then this one here in the future if it ever needs to be used. But anyways, that's been fixed. Now I've remedied the bottom half of the case with a new section, basically a part that would have been going to the scrapyard anyways, and now it's being able to be reused. This actual whole transaxle was about to go to the scrapyard on a few different occasions, but I did save it. Really, divine intervention told me to save it, and I'm actually happy I did, since another one turned up exactly like it that I can use for the actual racing mower, and this one here I was able to put back together as a good working unit as a spare. And anyone in the racing community will tell you it is nice to have a spare, especially when you need it the most. So anyways, as you can see, I have this sitting on a recycling bin. It's actually the perfect size to actually hold the transaxle, because you're not putting any pressure on the actual axles themselves. It's all on the case where you want it, so you don't want it falling apart on you. This one will be seen as an open differential as well. And there we go. So I figured I'd do a quick video on what I'm working on. This is pretty much it. I'm ready to close it up. As far as I can tell, I have everything back in where it needs to be. The check ball and spring are back in. They did fall out, but luckily the case was together and they did not go flying around the garage. So I got lucky on that aspect. And it does shift, and it seems to be shifting much smoother. So this unit is ready to go back together. Originally, I thought it was an issue right in here with the actual shifting rod, but no, it was the actual the piece right here that actually spins, and this is where the shifter hooks onto. That's where the problem was. So anyways, that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment, and hopefully you enjoyed the inside look of a Peerless transaxle. Something a lot of people don't necessarily get into. They're probably a little bit scared to do it, but really this is not my first time getting into one of these, and may not be the last. So bye for now.